Volunteer departure versus removal order. Should I just go ahead and take the volunteer departure offer, or should I fight my case and potentially risk a removal order? Which way should I go? I'm gonna keep this one really sweet and short, okay? If you know that you are not going to depart after the grant of volunteer departure within the time allocated by the immigration judge, don't take volunteer departure, okay? And I'm gonna explain why. If you know you're not gonna depart, don't take volunteer departure, as simple as that. But if you know that you have a case and you want to fight it and you are not going to depart, just go with the case, fight for it until the end. Even if it involves removal order, because we never know the outcome of the case in advance. Nobody can guarantee you 100% you are going to get your asylum granted or any type of relief that you're asking. There's no guarantee. However, if you just know that you're not gonna depart, don't take volunteer departure, and this is why, okay? The reason you don't wanna take volunteer departure is that if after the facts, a benefit becomes available, let's say you get I-130 approved, family-based, immediate family member, file a I-130 petition on your behalf and basically get granted, and you want to go back to ICE to file a joint motion to reopen your case, chances are ICE will not agree to join the motion if they see in the record that you failed to depart after taking volunteer departure offer. It's very challenging for a person who failed to depart to go back in their old case of removal. It's not impossible, but it's very challenging in comparison to a person who just happened to have a simple order of removal, no volunteer departure grant prior to that, because remember, volunteer departure becomes final order of removal when you fail to depart, but in the record it always shows volunteer departure, right? So that's why I really wanted to make this video, because we came across a lot of cases. If you compare them to other cases, people who accepted volunteer departure but failed to depart, they really have a hard time reopening their cases later on in the process. So don't be that person. That's just a simple tips. As a matter of fact, I have two people at this moment, right? What happened was the person who refused to take, who took volunteer departure and failed to depart, the joint motion to reopen was denied, okay? However, the person who failed to appear in court, remember, they even failed to appear, they never appeared in court, they were ordered removed in absentia. That person got their joint motion to reopen granted. You see the difference? Yeah. So just don't be that person. This is really a quick tip when it comes to deportation, removal proceedings. We are all about removal proceedings. That's our specialty. That's really where we are specialized. But we keep an eye open on all immigration matters. But the specialty in terms of what is our focus is deportation defense, okay? If you need a consultation one-on-one with me, you can do it. My consultation link is on the bio. Just go on the bio, click the consultation link and schedule it. Until next time, bye-bye. And don't forget to follow for more, by the way.